In the land of digital gold, TA with T.I. Joey Bold. Charts light up as we unfold. Trust the signals, watch it grow. Technical analysis with trade intuition. Every move like a seasoned magician. Crypto life, no intermission. Piper Academy, network the mission.
That's right, guys. Piper Academy. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. A bingo and a bango. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is your time. It's always time to make this money. So let's make this money, guys. Let's make this money on the Piper Academy network. Of course, this is TA with T.I. Joe. So this is the Trade Academy portion of the Piper Academy network. And what we do here is, of course, we show you how to trade. We get into trades. It's more the thought process of trading. Now, what do we have here? We have lots of green. Man. It's getting closer and closer, guys, where we're going to be seeing this on the hourly time frame. 30, 40, 50%. Easy. And some of them 120 and then some. Of course, on the daily, it's going to be even greater. 120, 150. It's getting crazy. It really is. So I do thank you guys for being here. And hopefully the audio is not too loud as far as the background music. I just turned it down. We're going to go over some coins. Of course, we always go with Bitcoin first, and then we go with some altcoins. And so now is the time to put your coins on the list. That way we can go through those. And then we'll also look, if we have time, we'll also look at some of the coins that we've looked at before and just kind of do an update. Very important to move up your stop loss. If you're in profit, move up your stop loss. If your target gets hit, definitely, if you have a target on your chart, make sure you take the target on your exchange, because it's not profit until you sell. There's a lot of times where you'll see it going up and up and up, and you're like, oh no, let me cancel my target because it's gonna go higher. And then it does, and then it comes down, and now you're trying to panic sell. All right, moving on. But for the day, XRP still killing it. Killing it. Link right there, 36.2% on the day. This one, I looked at this one earlier on my stream at 12 p.m. It's in my opinion, but I could be completely wrong. And it's a brand new coin too. So it's up 46% for the day. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's look at a Bitcoin. So we're looking at Bitcoin. This is on the 1 hour time frame. Of course, we do have our fixed range volume profile starting from the trend from the very top to the very bottom. Gives us this red line. This is called the POC, point of control, where the majority of the volume happened. Right now, we are currently underneath the POC. We need to break above it. We need to break above it, maintain above it. Kind of like how we did here. How it bounced, broke through a little bit, broke through some more, and then it said, nope, just playing. And then it came down and said, nope, just playing. So REKT City, population, not me. I am not shorting. There's some people that are shorting, and just be very careful. Be very careful because we're in an uptrend. We're bullish. Now we will have, where retracements are healthy. And with that being said, the shorts that if you are playing those, they have to be scalp trades, intraday trades. I personally would not hold them longer than a day. The reason for that is because we have not created lower lows and lower highs on the macro sense. So that's very important. All right, so looking at this, we do have our 1 hour fair value gap that the price almost came down to, and then it said, nope, it's time to reverse. Now it's getting rejected off of the anchored VWAP. So this blue line is the anchored VWAP. Again, this is volume. Volume to me is very important, where we have an average. Now the price did come up. I was really thinking, well, first, my initial thought process, of course, I'm updating my group very frequently in reference to all this movement, when it was, you know, coming here, I said, oh, maybe it'll come down here, maybe get a bounce here, come up, and then start going up. Or, and this is the part I hate, it's always, you know, up or down. Or it'll go down, maybe get support here, or even to the fair value gap, produce maybe a wick, and then come up. Well, it kind of did that. Came down to this blue line, and this blue line, this is my little zone that I have here. In my opinion, this will be a nice area for a bounce, but it's weak though. It's really weak. It'd be much stronger if there was more candle bodies here, creating support / resistance. And it did come down right into this area, and then started coming up again, rejection, coming down. I want to see it go up. Who in here wants to see it go up? Put a 1 in the chat if you want to see it go up. Put a 2 if you want to go down. If you want it to go down to kind of reset the market. And it's so funny too. Like right now, the alts, they are mimicking Bitcoin, and they were hypersensitive to Bitcoin about a week ago. As soon as Bitcoin started going down, man, these alts were just 10% easy. Now, I've noticed in the past, like maybe day or two, where Bitcoin will come down and the alts continue to do their thing, you know, going up or sideways, but they're not retracing as much as they were a week or two ago. Now, excuse me, this is why it's very important to treat each level by level. Very important. I want to see Bitcoin in the end, you know, long term, you know, of course, you know, go up 102, 104, whatever, and then come down. And as it's coming down, now the alts don't freak out, because now people are taking out their money from Bitcoin because they made a lot of it, putting it into the alts, giving strength to the alts. And now for the alts, we're doing higher highs, higher lows. Bitcoin's still coming down, alt season. And, you know, first, usually we get like a mini alt season where the alts run up. They have a retracement, everybody taking profit. Pretty much like what we saw at the beginning of the year with the alts just going crazy. Same thing, you know, alts will go crazy again, reset, and then take off again. That's just my opinion. All right. So Barnum says 1, but also 2. Yeah. So I can get more. Yes. Yes, indeed. What's going on, Beva? Appreciate you for being here. Appreciate everybody for being here. Of course, we have Alexandra G, the best mod in the crypto space. I would always hear that, and the more I watched, the more I saw. Crypto Pollo, what's up, my friend? What is up? So happy you're here, guys. The Tex Mex Biomix, very nice. So happy you guys are here. We also have Melissa. Melissa's in the house. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. If y'all have questions, so this is a 1 hour of free mentorship. There are no dumb questions. If you have any questions crypto related, hopefully I can answer them in a pretty brief segment, but it just depends on what the question is. If you're asking about, say, for example, what's the difference between EMAs and SMAs? Which do you prefer? How do you find the PLC? What is the PLC? How do you do trend lines? You know, all these questions are needed, especially for newer traders. And this is what this channel, well, this is what this segment is about. Learning how to trade. Now, of course, we have a lot of viewers in here that already know how to trade, but they're just here showing support. And I absolutely love the alumni. I love the giver's gain mentality. You guys don't have to be here, but you're showing your support. And I appreciate that very much, guys. Hey, look at that. Speaking about giver's gain, we got Crypto. I didn't even see him in here. We got Crypto Billy in the house. Now, of course, Crypto Billy does have his, is today Tuesday? No, today's Monday. I don't even know what day it is. We have Crypto Billy doing his X Space tomorrow. So that's at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's probably the best place, and I look forward to it. And thank you, Billy, for reminding me. There's so much alpha in there. It's ridiculous. He's had a lot of big people on there, lots of big people on there, and a lot of people that are very successful. So if you want to be successful, hang around with successful people. See what they're doing. Hear their stories. In my opinion, that's very important, rather than, you know, hanging out with your buddies. If you got those buddies that, you know, talk about just fighting all the time, or, you know, getting in trouble, we have to step it up. And the only way we can do that is investing in ourselves by surrounding ourselves with good people. That's pretty much how that is. We have Retro Mike Tech in the house. Retro Mike Tech is really smart. I'm not sure if y'all have checked out his videos. Of course, he's a fellow YouTuber. Man, dude is killer smart. Let's see. Is this stream where we draw triangles? Yes, triangles and patterns. And for me, I don't really do patterns, but I see them. Let's see here. We got all set in the house. Thank you guys for showing up. You guys are great. If you have any coins you want me to do, let me know. We will get to those in just a moment. Going down the list. Let's see here. Yeah, so there's going to be an AMA with the Crypto Nightcats Dynamic Duel, Tradefly, and FT White. That's going to be tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So definitely set a reminder on X. Yeah, it's a great place. Random traders in the house. What's going on, guys? All right, yeah, so definitely special like. So for here, Bitcoin, again, this is on the 1 hour time frame. It's just doing what it's supposed to do. You know, it cannot just go straight up. It has to go up, come down, take some of this liquidity, go up, come down, go up, come down. So now by doing this move, it's taking this liquidity, which is good. This is healthy for the price to continue going up. The price could also come all the way down, take all of this liquidity. So this is why it's important, level by level. And then of course we have indicators that give us a probability of what might happen, whether it's divergence, dynamic reactor, so on and so forth. Here we have a lot of volume, lots of ups and downs. So if we do make it down here, I do think that we will bounce. I really don't want to see us going lower than this trend line. This trend line was from the previous cycle. If we go to the weekly time frame, we can see that it was from the all-time highs. This is my purple. The dotted one is kind of like my mid-range, and then the solid one is, of course, the more macro. And we can see it that these trend lines, I mean, they get respected. They get respected very well. So we had this one coming up, and you can see it stopped here, stopped here, stopped here, all these right here. And then now we have another trend line from here to here. It broke below, but then it couldn't go down. And here, a lot of people start opening shorts. Once again, REKT City, population, not me. I'm not shorting. And if I do short, it's going to be a really quick scalp trade, maybe within the hour. Higher leverage, of course. And here we can see that it bounced up, came down. So what do I think is going to happen now? Well, I think if we do break this, so let me just go ahead and draw this out. If we do break this, take off our magnet tool here. We got dot. We got dot binging and banging. We got dot binging and banging. See, can we see that? Nope, can't see it. I got the banner hiding. But we'll check out dot too. Check out dots. The alert just went up on that one. All right, so for this, I do think if we do break this trend line, not trend line, if we break this support level, I would like to see it come in here, possibly do a candle with the wick, just so we can get this area out of the way. Come up, get rejected, maybe a candle and a wick, come down, and then now start just exploding. I really thought that when this happened, that we were going to start breaking these levels. All we did was create lower high. So once you see that it's doing a lower high on a lower time frame, which would be the 1 hour for me personally, and it starts coming down and it doesn't break this, it's going to continue, because right now we're in this downtrend. It's going to continue in this until it breaks up. And this is what we need. We need it to go up so that my longs can do well. That's what we need. Let's see here. Crypto Billy says, I've been watching 8. Yeah, I've been watching 8 too. Still waiting for that one. Let's see here, going down the list. Allset says, maybe IOTX. Yeah. So IOTX. We'll look at that one too. All right. Insurance guy says, where's Chris at, brother? So is he, so this is my ex-boss, and I have no idea, man. Last time I saw him was when he invited me to his house after, you know, I quit, and I haven't seen him since. You know, I've heard from the word on the streets is that they saw him like maybe 4 months ago, 5 months ago, at the corner store. But I don't know. I didn't ask about him. So I have no idea. But I'm glad you found me, though. I'm glad you found me. And of course, with me, I don't do empty promises or empty dreams. I show you what is on the charts. That's what I do. All right, moving on. So this is what I think for the down, you know, for it coming down first. If we start getting it coming up, I don't see anything though. I'm really trying to find like divergence or anything. I don't see anything. Now in a lower time frame on the 5 minute, you can see that we're making higher highs, higher lows. But of course, with the lower time frame, there's more volatility, more fake outs, and of course, the lower time frames make up the higher time frames. And it's best to go off of the higher time frames for the larger picture, but the lower time frames make up the higher time frames, as I mentioned. But right now, it's looking good. You know, it came down, came up, higher high, higher low. So I'm really looking forward to go up. Oh man. Let's see here. Now, if it does go up, of course, we have our anchored VWAP is got to break above. Also, our PLC has got to break above our trend line that we've drawn earlier, then find support, come up again. I think it'll break above this one too. Break above, get into this zone, come down, and then from here, it would need to retrace, maybe back down to here, maybe even to here to come up. And this is just healthy price structure. You know, you don't want to see just go, you don't want to see this. This is dangerous. This one, it's FOMO. And two, you know, there's a really high possibility we may come back and take this liquidity. Or the market makers could make liquidity up higher and take that liquidity first, or just take it. And once again, that's the part that I hate about trading. It's never, it's going to do this. It will do this. It's a definite, this is happening. It's always, this might happen. However, if such and such happens, then this might happen. So I don't like that. But again, you have to look at the market structure. If there's any fair value gaps, any order blocks, anything that might lead the price to come down. And then if you break support, well, then it's just adding to your confluence of stuff that agrees with each other, that you have a higher percentage that it should come down. So let's see here. Clay the Great is in the house. What is up, Clay the Great? Good luck to you, brother. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, a lot of people have shown me a lot of love and support, especially the ordeal that I went through. I won't get into it here. Of course, this is a drama-free zone. But on my channel, there was a lot of drama. And I really don't talk about it much because it's like old news already. But just know I'm doing good. I'm surrounded by good people. And of course, you know, I have a crypto family that is amazing. You know, the alumni, the Piper Academy, the Piper Academy Network. So that's great people. Bingo bango time. Yes, bingo and a bango. Lunar Beaches is in the house. Lunar Beaches. Thank you, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Well, let's look at XRP first. Good Lord. We were looking at this one on YouTube. And of course, I went over this earlier on my show at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This was a coin that somebody wanted. I said, okay, cool. You know, me personally, I don't like it for what the fundamental analysis and what XRP stands for, but you can still make money and we can see it. Do I still hold some? Yeah, of course. I'm going to sell mine. I'm really tempted to sell it. But I've been telling myself for 2, 3, 4 years, I don't know, that I'm going to sell it at $3, half of it, and then half of it at $5. So we'll see. The rest of it, I sold a lot of it in 2020. And because I sold a lot of it, I didn't hold forever for it now to make money. I made crazy money last bull run because I sold what I had. Anyway, moving on. And everybody's going to make crazy money, guys. Everybody's going to make crazy money. And the funny part is, I always say this on my channel, the funny part is we are going to get so many influencers that, you see guys, I talked about this coin and it's up 300%. Every coin is going to be up. If you talked about a coin and it didn't go up, man, something's wrong. Every coin, it's just a matter of how much, and nobody knows how much. Now you can have projects with great advertising, great, roadmap, everything else that helps tremendously, but every coin will go up. Every coin, even Gary, or Gary, however you say it. And I've done research on that coin. In my opinion, not good. However, it's gone up, and sure, every coin's going to go up, and especially such a low market cap too. Anyway, back to XRP really quick, and then we're going to get to DOT, IOTX, and then APE. Of course, we had our trend line here. We said, 50%, or entry the trade 50%, just in case it comes down. Maybe you can get a better entry. Price did come up, broke this level, 4-hour time frame, must close the candle. It did. And then this is our other level. Here are your alerts. So I always do orange for alerts. Here's your alert. The alert goes off. You wait for the 4-hour candle to close. Closes, you into the trade. Now, was I watching this one? Nope, sure wasn't. Do I regret it? Nope. I don't trade XRP. I have a bias on XRP, which isn't good, but I do. I have a bias on XRP. I don't trade it. Don't want to trade it. I don't care if it makes me money. Don't like it. So DOT. Look at DOT. Look at DOT. DOT is moving, guys. DOT is moving. We have divergence. No, we don't. I didn't see that little tiny sliver. I was looking at down here. Oh man, we have this one looks good. Now, just because the alert went off doesn't mean it entered. Nope. What do I have to do? I have to wait for the 4-hour candle to close. Where? Okay, I'm glad you asked. Here we go. So this right here is our zone. This is our selling pressure. It's got to break through this zone, but we're still going to enter in the zone though. We're still going to enter in this zone, but the 4-hour candle must close above this. Well, it needs to close above this white line, but we're going to add to it once it breaks this. So the price action might, let me change this color to a gray. And now the price action might do this. If it continues upward, it might come up and down and up and down, and maybe in this for a little bit before it either breaks up or it breaks down. Now this depends on the market. Is the market moving right now? If so, this has a much higher likelihood it's going to go up. If the market's tanking, well then, depending how many people are buying this right now, and it might come down to. And the areas that it might come down to, we do have. See, is that an order? Is that a fair value gap? Yep, sure is. So we have a pretty nice fair value gap. This is on the 4-hour time frame, from candle 1 to candle 3. The high of candle 1, the low of candle 3. It creates this gap. So this right here is our 4-hour fair value gap. And this is basically just saying that the price, if it comes down, it might come down to this area. That's all that's saying. Let's see here. So this would be like the best buying opportunity if it does come down here. Let's go to a lower time frame. Let's see, what do we see? Price went up, came down. All of these moving averages are just tangled together. They are ready to explode. So the white is my 9, the orange is my 30, the 50 is my red. Why do I use 30? I just do. I really love it on the 5-minute time frame when I'm doing my leverage, and I just keep it on all the time now. And see here. So this one, I mean, it broke this level. This is why my alert went off, and I don't enter. I have to wait. I have to wait just in case it fakes me out with a wick, or a wick, or a wick, or a wick, like or a wick, or a wick. So on the 1-hour time frame, because there's so many wicks, I prefer doing a 4-hour so that it forces me to wait. And then if this does close above it, more than likely I'll enter. and then hopefully it continues up. But I do like this one. And of course, Crypto Billy brought this up on my channel at 12 o'clock on my Monday through Friday show. He brought this one up. No one's talking about it. And lo and behold, like a week later, week and a half, boomed. Same thing with ADA. I was I don't like ADA. You know, I have a bias on ADA as well. You know, ADA doesn't move. It's like, granted now, you know, but I love Charles. Charles is always in the community, always. And so that's the only thing, in my opinion, that he had for him. But now they're doing things, finally. What happens a week later after Crypto Billy talks about it? Boom. Now he's talking about Ape. So I'm going to skip IOTX really quick just so we can transition to this, because that was a pretty good transition. Let's go to MEXC on Ape. So this is the setup that we gave on more than likely my channel at 12 o'clock. This is the setup. So the setup was our alert has to go off 1.385. The candle must close above it. Now this candle did close above it. Let's just examine this. The candle did close above it, but I would have had to wait one more candle. Oh, and let's go to 4-hour time frame. We're not even in the 4-hour. I didn't sure. So everything just changed because it was I thought it was on the 4-hour. Now the reason I would enter, let's see here. So it went up, down, up, coming up. So all these wicks are taking this liquidity. Now if these didn't have wicks, I wouldn't enter. I'd wait, because more than likely it's going to come down, more than likely to about where it came down to, for the reason just to get some of this liquidity. But because I'm seeing these wicks, I'd enter right here. Now one thing that I do that's different from a lot of other mentors that you see on different channels, different networks, is they always say what they would have done based off of what they see versus what they teach. For me, I tell you what I would have done in the moment. Here, I would have entered. I would have entered the trade. Stop loss 10%, maybe 15. Let's just say I got the top. Man, I've been stopped out. I've been stopped out big time. I would have put it, because I don't want to go any lower. So I would have done, man, 15%. I probably would have done 12%. I mean, I could have done 15. So now I'm thinking, what would I have done? No, you know what? I would do it tight. I would do it really tight, just in case it comes down and takes some of this liquidity, even though really there's no liquidity to take. I would set it really tight. Sure enough, next candle, boom, it gets hit. I'm out of the trade. So now what do? I have to wait for it to break this level. And then if I'm watching it, would I have entered? No. So then it breaks. So my alert would have gone off here. I would have entered here. I would have entered here. No, the candle would have had to close. So I would have entered up here. I would have entered up here, expecting the price to come down to this fair value gap. My stop loss would have to be underneath this. So I'm expecting to, so here's my first entry. I would have my alert right here. So the alert goes off. Then I wait for it to come down, and then I reset my alert so that if it does this, my alert goes off, I enter the trade again. However, that didn't happen. The price came up and it continued to go up. So how could we enter this trade now? 50 drawings. Who in the heck has been drawing on this? 50 drawings, gone. Get out of here. All right. So now, with all that being said, the shoulda, woulda, coulda, how would I chart this? Okay. So first thing I would do is I would use my fib or my fib tool. Make sure my magnet tool is on. Come up here, go to the high, to the low, just so I can see levels. Now, after I get those levels, I also want to come over here, use my ray tool, use the candle body closes. That way I can get some additional levels. I will also do the top of this one and also this one. Right. So now I'm looking at this and I'm saying, whoa, there are way too many lines. So what I do is I can just hide this. Much better. When I enter this trade right now, we do have the moving averages in sequential order, 9, 30, 50, 200. So this is good. This is bullish. I'm loving all these wicks. I don't think it'll come down. Very bullish. Nice volume coming in. Nice price action. Nice RSI. Even though the RSI is at 73, which is technically overbought, this is not a sell indicator. This is a strength indicator. Relative Strength Index, RSI. So this shows me the strength. This tells me that it's strong. What I'm doing is I'm looking for the strength of the move, the momentum. And with that being said, it's strong right now. So that's good. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we do have a bullish divergence. Low, higher, low. I'm looking at the red, the histogram. Low, higher, low. We have a low. Oh man, no divergence. Wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. Let's see here. We do have we have a lot of wicks on the top. That's another thing I noticed. We have a lot of wicks on the top. Still loving the moving averages. I'm gonna do a zone from here to here. This is my decision point. This is my decision zone. This is going to tell me, is it going to come up here and do something like this? Well, we kind of already talked about this, but my thought process is still the same. This is our decision point. Selling pressure right here. I'm pretty sure though, once we get in here, the market's going to turn better and then it's going to go up. I'm pretty sure of it. Would I enter right now? No. For one, it's underneath this box. For two, we recently had some wicks on the 4-hour time frame. I could potentially, let's go to the 1 hour. I could potentially, since I'm on the 1 hour now, watch this level. And for this one, I'll do it in dashes. And what I could do is I can set an alert above the wick, because the wick is a form of resistance. And what I'm doing is I'm gonna wait to see this. And I have to enter on the 4 hour. As much as I want to enter faster, due to all these wicks, there's no other choice. If it comes up here, hits my alert, I look to see that, you know, the candle body closes 4 hour above this level, I'm in the trade. So let's change this to a blue. That way we don't see all those different ones. So this one I'd have to wait. All right, moving on. Let's go to, I like it though. Like I really do. Like it looks incredibly bullish. It just needs to break this zone. Because what could happen, I don't think it will. So here's another thing that you also have to do. You have to, where are we in the market? As far as the bull market, the bear market, are we in the beginning, the middle, the end? If we were in the end of the bear market, the likelihood of it doing this, extremely high. In a bull market, the likelihood of it doing this, extremely low. Why? Because everybody's bullish. Everybody's FOMOing. If we come down, we might maybe down to here before it comes up. And then now, of course, all the pattern traders, they say this is a giant cup and handle. Just to let you know, guys, the handle technically should be 1/3 of the cup, if that's a third. Should be 1/3 of the cup. I see so many people who have been trading forever do a cup like this. And I'm like, wow. That's not a cup and handle. That is not a cup and handle. I see so many traders do a bull flag like this. So let me rephrase that. This is the price action. I see some traders, well, actually just one, that this is my drawing tool. The white is the candles. I see some traders doing that. Here's a bull flag. This is one candle. It's not a bull flag. So be very careful, guys. Be very careful. If you trade patterns, learn patterns the right way, not this and not this. So give you a heads up. The site that I absolutely love going to is Investopedia. I love that site. Man, I was on there for hours, well, days and days and days and days. They have short videos, 1-2 minute videos. They have, but it's mainly pertaining to stock market. But you can also relate that to the crypto space. And of course it has the EMA definitions, the SMAs, and everything else. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Going down the list, there is a whole bunch of chat, and I missed all of it too. So let's see here. See here, XRP, BTC is at resistance. Careful, going long right now. Oh yeah, definitely. Like going long right now. XRP is so you need the retracement. Like, I mean, you can want it all you desire, but you need, because anytime you have any coin just going up without coming down to take some of this liquidity, I mean, you're asking for a beating. All right, let's see here. Going on the list of what I can read. Lunar Beacher says Gary is a pain in my side. Yeah, it's funny. I used to have a guy on my channel ask me every single day about Gary, and I tell him, I said it looks horrible, man. Like the price action looks horrible. Then one day I was like, you know what? I don't even know what the coin is. Let me, and I did a video, a dedicated video to that person, and I tagged. Well, next time he was on my show, I told him, I said, man, I made a video on it, and this is what I think about it. Blah blah. And the next day he asked again about it. I was like, dude, did you even watch the video? I mean, it's very, very obvious that you are highly interested in having this coin do well because, well, I'm pretty sure you're in the coin. And occasionally I'll see on just random, random live streams that I go to, and somebody will ask, "How can you check out Gary?" It's like, oh my gosh, they just trying to get that word out there. But yeah, it's not good. Let's see here. We have Army Piper in the house. Win 100K. Man, last week I wanted it to be last week. I'm going to shoot for this week. 1 week, I will be right. I'm going to shoot for this week. We're going to go to 100K. And if it doesn't happen, I will say the following week, 100K. Eventually, I'm going to be right. Just like everybody who does this. And I'll show you what they do. Just like everybody who does this. And they have their target up here. So the target is up there. We're way down here. Okay, guys, your target is 200%. Eventually, you're going to be right. All you need is time on your side. Whether it's a day, 2 days, a year, 2 years, month, 2 months. Eventually, you're going to be right. So that's what I love about crypto. It's usually up. And it just matters how long you're willing to wait. Shoot, to get 200 on 8, I'd wait, So I'll just give you a heads up. All right, moving on. So we looked at 8. Let's do IOTX, and USDT. Let's do MEXC. All right, so this one, it's done some really nice moves. Go down here, going down the list. So happy you guys are here. Thank you so much for smashing the like. That really does help support the channel. Y'all know that. Y'all are veterans over here. Very nice. Okay, going down the list. Okay. Okay, All Set says, oh no, still move, just consolidation and chop. After seeing XRP move, I think institutions have another thing in scope. Who knows? I just hope it goes to $3 so I can finally sell some, and then $5 so I can sell the rest and be done with XRP. Be done with it. Be done with it. See here, those wicks were from their convention, Ape Convention. Oh, nice. I want to do that. I want to go to conventions. I'm hoping next cycle I can. Next bull cycle I can. Yeah, right now I'm just picking up cans so I can survive, you know. It's funny. I tell that to people. They're like, really, Joe? I say, yeah, man, I have a vest and everything. They're like, really, Joe? And this is when I was a registered nurse. They're like, what do you do on the weekends, Joe? Oh, I pick up cans so, you know, I can have spending money. Really, Joe? Nothing wrong with that. I think it's too much work for the little amount of money you get. Man, I haven't sold cans in like 30 years or so. Let's see here. Going down the list. See here. Username says, Fear Not Tracer. Joe, I have arrived. Oh man, I was getting work. We actually sent out a search party for you. Good to have you here, man. Good to have you here. Army says, this will be the first December that doesn't go up after Green November. If in Bitcoin bull market, it has at least been above 96.4 at the end of the month. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's see here. Going down the list. Almost done. Army says, not bearish until quarter 1. Yeah, and people are just taking profits, you know. So Army and everybody else here, I asked this question on my live stream, but when is the last day to file taxes? If y'all can put that in the chat, when is the last day to file taxes? I would like to know. All right, see here. Going down the list. Wick says, just came from Bloods. Yeah, I was over there, but I was on Piper Academy channel. So I didn't want to change it and then mess everything up. So I was there. See here. You won his wheel spin, Joe. Oh, I was there. Oh, I was there. Oh, man. I was there. Man. And I was even going to put it too in the chat. I was going to put it to, yeah, I left like maybe 10 minutes before so I can get started or get ready for this stream. But I saw him that he did the first spin and they weren't there. And then I had to go and get this ready. Man, that's, I should have told him that I was there. Man, oh well. At least I won, but then I didn't win. It was an unrealized win. That's what it was. It was an unreal. Give me a 1 in the chat. Give me a bingo bango. Give me a bingo bango in the chat if that was an unrealized win. Yeah, bingo bangos. Army says, yeah, I'm watching end of February 25th to be specific. Yeah. I'm right there with you. See here, going down the list. Crux at Crypto. What's going on, man? What's going on? Okay. Yes, definitely smash the likes. That does help the channel. See here. Going down the list. See, what does username say? Username says, everyone bullish if you're not Army Piper. He is a bear, a grizzly bear. Going down the list. Army Piper says, Joe, you won on Blood, but you weren't there. I was. Let's see here. I see, but you don't drop your link in there, so you didn't get anything. Sorry, Joe. It's kind of like saying, hey, Joe, that hot chick, you know, she's not inebriated or anything, but that really hot chick, she wants to talk to you. What? Really? Where? Oh, no, man, she already left. Like she wanted to talk to you, but she left. No, don't tell me that. An unrealized one, unrealized one, win, unrealized win. Let's see here. She must know how much money I have. That's what it is. That's what it is. Let's see here. Going down the list. Going down the list. Going down the list. Kind of speeding through the list. Okay. Yes, guys. Definitely decrypted tax. Don't mess around. April 15th. That's what I thought. So April 15th. So this is my thought process on why, you know, crypto is still, because people, they're selling off in December for the taxes. But, you know, they could also potentially be selling off later. And just because maybe they're buying the dips or something, I don't know. But usually for me, you know, January, February, that's usually when I have my my ears perked. See here. Remember, you're filing taxes in 2025 for the 2024 tax year. You got some gains and your tax bill is high. That's when I moved to, where is it? Puerto Rico? Puerto Rico, here I come. Bingo and a bango. Going on the list. All right, so I finally caught up. Hey, Joe, Scarlett Johansson. Oh, man, she is a hottie. Oof. Man. I knew it. She must have seen the size of my portfolio. Yeah, buddy. All right, moving on. Come on. Get focused, Joe. Focus. All right. Here we go. Let's see here. IOTX. What did we do on IOTX? We got stopped out for sure. So here, oh no. Here our alert was set. This is the thought process that it might come down if it comes up here. This wasn't here yet. It might come down, and then of course, you know, we get stopped out. When did our alert hit? Our alert finally hit here. Man, look how long we had to wait. That's a long time. From here to here for our alarm to hit, 118 days. That's a long time for. Now, granted, we would have had our alert here, and then we would have been watching it. You know, it coming down, breaking this level. We would have entered. Breaking this level. This is on the daily time frame too. So yeah, we would have entered here, come up here. We would have added to our entry here, come up, down. So looking at this, if we didn't, we just forgot about it. Our alert would go off. We look at the 4-hour time frame. There's no way we would have entered. You know, alert goes off. We don't enter. 4-hour candle needs to close above the level. Didn't do it. Didn't do it. Didn't do it. Didn't do it. All this time, this is why we wait for the 4-hour, because this could have easily continued coming down. Patience will save you money and make you money. This is a perfect example. Just because it breaks it, you, in my opinion, don't enter. Like, not financial advice, of course. Nothing on this channel, nothing on this network is financial advice. This is all for entertainment purposes, and I do hope you're entertained. I really do. So there's nothing but wicks, and then finally, you know, alert goes off here. What I enter? It's right here, right at this resistance. I wouldn't enter. I would think that the price would probably come down to here, or higher probability into this fair value gap. So I would see it here. I would set an alert right here in case the price comes down. Then once it passes my alert, I reset my alert, waiting for it to cross above. Then I enter the trade. Once it breaks this level, nope, I don't add here. I would add here. But since that didn't happen, it went up another wick. This is Wick City. I don't know what the market cap is, but we are going to find out. We are going to find out. So this is IOTX, just as I inspected. 572 million market cap. That means that it moves a little bit more than, well, a very high market cap coin. Something like 10 billion, 50 billion. This is 572 million. So what I also like to do is come over here. This is nice. So back in 2018, 2017, you did this number, or 2018 did that number. 2021 did this number. Then the end of 2023, we had our run up, and it did too, which is good. Then also in March of 2024, we had a run up, and this one did too. So this is good. I like it. So this one, in my opinion, is a safe one, or safer one. I absolutely love distributed computing. I absolutely love this. This is sharing your resources. I think this is going to be huge. It's a D-pen. I think it's going to be huge. So this was not even on my radar. All right. Should be though. So for here, I would, okay. So here, finally, I would enter finally right here after all that long waiting. If I didn't see it earlier, I'd enter the trade. Okay, so we're here now. So let's delete our 40 drawings. Let's go back to the daily time frame. Let's chart this out. Let us chart this out. Let's see. Wick says, Mike, I want you to know what it's like to hold XRP. Unrealized wins, $6.11 last trade. Very nice. Very nice. Let's see here. Going to the list. Buck, what's up, man? What is up? Right. Welcome to Jurassic Wick, the Mind the Dinosaur tokens. Yeah, there's a lot of, man. Filecoin. I am entertained. Very good, guys. Very good. Very nice. All right. So looking at this one now, fresh set of eyes. We're looking at this chart. What do we see? Level after level being broken. We have, make sure our magnitude is on. We have this level that was broken. Very nice. We have this level that was broken. Very nice. We have this level that it's approaching. Okay. So this is telling us, well, here we would set our target just underneath this level. And then we have another level right here. Now, of course, we have fair value gaps and everything else in here, but we're not going to spend too much time on this one due to the fact that we are already at the end of the show. But today's Monday, and I'm really happy today's Monday. I'm really happy to see another day. And of course, you know, I was on another stream, you know, we have like a roundtable type thing, and they asked, you know, what were you thankful for? And I said, I'm thankful for most of the stuff that people just take for granted, you know, not on purpose. We just take it for granted. One, waking up. Two, the ability to breathe on my own. Three, ability to see, hear, think, have hand-eye coordination, be able to walk, everything that we take for granted. Again, I'm a registered nurse, and I would literally have to feed people because they could not, the motor skills weren't there. And then their throat, their muscles became so weak, depending on their you know, condition, that they had to get a peg tube, you know, so they can be fed through their stomach. And not only that, but just the I mean, there's so much, man. There's so much that I saw, you know. I'm happy that I don't have bed sores. I'm happy that my skin is intact. I'm happy that I have a roof over my head, a door can close. Like, I don't need a big old fancy $1 million house so I can, you know, show off to people. I don't need a Lamborghini or a Bugatti or a Maybach. I don't need those things to be happy. You know, I'm content. We'll put it that way. I'm content. And so I'm thankful for being grateful. I'm thankful for having the giver's gain mentality before I even knew that was a thing. You know, I'm the guy who would see some, because I would do pest control. Story time. I'm the guy who used to do pest control, and I would see a car on the side of the road, and I was always in the fast lane. I'd go to the next lane, miss my exit, go to the next lane, and then exit, do the turnaround, wait for the light, come back, do the turnaround again, get back on the highway, find the car, and change their tire. I'm that guy. And with the exception of the there's only been 3, and I did it for 14 years. There's only been 3 very attractive women, like mini skirt. I don't know where they were going to work, but mini skirt, high heels, slender, you know, just smoking. And I'm driving, I see a car, and then I see the woman. I say, okay, keep on driving, because somebody's gonna stop for them. Somebody. And but no, I helped out so many people, and that's before I even knew what it was. And again, my mom raised me right. Morals, ethics, integrity. I live by it. I'm not a rich man, but all I have is my word. So there you go. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Oh yes, Retro Mike Tech says Maybach. I don't know how to say it. Can I even buy it if I can't say it? Maybe I should just go to the dealership and just say, hey man, can I sit in there? Like, nah, dude, you look homeless. You kidding me? I just bought these. Nah, man. Nah. But I need a Maybach. Is that how you say it? Maybach or Maybach? I don't know. Maybach with a chauffeur. Like you. That I do. We're gonna get to this in just a second. See here. See here. Wick says, Joe, that nursing sub isn't a joke. Oh man. Talk about rough. Talk about rough. I think people who do anything medical, yeah. And I loved it too. I absolutely loved it. And they loved me. Story time. So I know, Joe, give us this chart. It already pumped. We'll get to it. So what I would do is, of course, and for me, I was the weekend supervisor. So, you know, I wasn't only the RN, but I was the supervisor. And so I'm going and I'm helping, you know, the staff, you know, bring the residents to the dining room so they can eat breakfast or lunch or whatever it was. And, you know, so I'm helping them out. And the family members, they just look at me and they're like, Joe, come here. I say, hey, how's it going? Why are you doing this? So what do you mean? Goes, well, you have people to do this. I said, yeah, but we're a team. It's not like I'm above anybody. It's a team. Like, no. And they're like, oh, okay. So then I go, and what I always do, man, I felt like a rock star. Ooh, I loved it. But what I would do is every morning, afternoon, and evening, because, you know, it's double weekends, I would go and I'd shake everybody's hand. Hey, Mr. Johnson, how you doing today? Oh, I'm doing good, Joe. I'm doing good. Hey, Mrs. Williams, you know, I do the little shoulder. Hey, Mrs. Williams, you doing all right? Oh, yeah. And there was some where, you know, they had bad dementia. They don't recognize their kids or anything. They'll see me and their eyes will just light up and they'll just start smiling. And I say, hi, you know, and, you know, Pat, and then like the next tables, they're just because they're waiting for me, you know, because I'm showing them attention because they don't get that. It's a nursing home. If y'all didn't figure that out, it's a nursing home. I love nursing homes, man. I wouldn't change it for the world. That was my calling. All right, moving on. Let's see. Going down the list. See. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate you. Let's see here. Going down the list. A bingo and a bango. A bingo and a bango. Yeah, but I loved it, man. I loved it so much. And there was times where the residents wouldn't take the medicine from the med aid. And like they know him, and the family members said, Joe, can you give her the medicine? Let's see if she does it with you. I said, yeah, sure. So I get the medicine. I said, here you go. Whoop. Okay, bye. And I tell her bye, and they're like they're just amazed. It's like, you know, it's what I used to do, and I loved it. But man, all the last breaths that I saw. Let's see. See, Joe, a lot of people aren't aware of how, yeah, it's crazy. It really is. All right, moving on. All right, let's see here. Going down the list. Let's see if we can make some money on this. This one, really nice pump. I would love to see it come down here. I don't think it will, but this would be your perfect buying opportunity. So I would definitely set an alarm down here. Let's see here, buy zone. Let's see here. What else do we see? We don't see any type of divergence. We see that the RSI is at 76. Once again, this is not a sell signal. This is just a strength signal. Relative strength index. It's saying that it's strong. So just to let you know that. All right, let's go to the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour, we do have no divergence. The moving averages still in sequential order, which is good, and it's going to be that throughout the whole thing. Lots of volume coming in. Oh my gosh, lots of volume coming in, and man, this is literally straight up. So let's do this. Let's go from here. to here. So there's one trend line. Let's do a yellow. And let's go from here to here. So this would be my zone. This would be like my support zone. Let's get fancy with it, since this is our last one. We're gonna get fancy with it. Since we are at the end of the show, this is our area of possible bounce. Possible. Let's see here. But if it does come down, this is the area you want. This right here. See here. Do I see anything over here to the left? I'm always looking to the left. Okay. So right now, the current price action is right in this general area where we had pretty much, just a drop. Okay. Nothing really. All right. So back to this. It could continue pumping due to the low market cap. It's gone up too much for me. So whenever I'm doing this, I'm always looking at the plus and the minus. It's gone up too much for me already. So how much has it gone up from down here to right now? 50%. It's too much of a move. Without any really retracement. The only retracement was when it first started. It came up, came down, barely. Came up, sideways, up, 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 sideways, up. We have a pretty high chance it's going to come in here. So what I would do is I would set an alert. I would set an alert right here. And hopefully, and I'm actually going to set an alert because I like the distributed computing. I like that it's low market cap. I like that it performed well this past year or so. There's a lot of things I like about this coin. We just missed it, and it's okay. You're gonna miss coins. You're gonna miss setups. So here I'm actually gonna do an alert, and once the alert goes, I'm not gonna enter. I'm gonna wait again to see, what does it do? Does it come down, bounce here, and then if so, I might try to enter down here prior to this, and then add here. I like this one a lot. Nice work. Thanks for sharing that one with us. Let's see here. Yes, definitely, guys. Click the like. Definitely click the like. All right, guys. Well, that is it for me. I believe I got all of the charts. I do thank you guys very much. Of course, the scrolling bar up very top gives all the times of the shows. You have no excuse of not making money this bull run because we literally, the network is built to make you money. We have a morning show, a very early morning show. We have a morning show. We have an afternoon show. We have an evening show. And then we have a late night show. So that's a lot of streams right there. I do thank you guys very much. We'll see you on the next stream. Until then, remember, don't FOMO. Always have a stop loss. Remember, there will always be another trade. My name is Joe. This is Trade Intuition on the Trade Academy. I had to remember that. The Trade Academy. And of course, on the Piper Academy Network. So thank you guys for having me. Appreciate you. And as always, let's make this money. Take care.
In the land of digital gold, TA with TI Joey Bold. Charts light up as we unfold. Trust the signals, watch it grow. Technical analysis with trade intuition. Every move like a seasoned magician. Crypto life, no intermission.